Hey, what's up? Welcome to Mahogany Sweets. I also wanted to come and talk to you guys before I went to bed about King Von, Asian Doll, and Kayla, right? So King Von was an upcoming Chicago rapper who was, getting big, growing his platform, had signed a great deal. People was loving him. Then there was a woman named Asian Doll who's also up and coming. I believe she's from Florida. She doing her thing, and them two had linked up, was dating. Well, Kayla is supposedly King Von's sister, who he met later on in life. They are related to their father's side, who I believe was absent. Them two were dealing with each other in some type of capacity, and then they found out that they were siblings and adjusted to that type of relationship, supposedly. Well, he was killed, passed away, and everyone has been, sending their flowers to Asian Doll, who was his woman, his first lady, right? She's being recognized as his widow, basically. The love of his life who was left behind. So people have been showing her respect, supporting her. Her attention, publicity, and stuff has grown astronomically due to her involvement with him and then his death. So the sister Kayla has taken offense. She's been all over social media dogging this girl, Asian Doll, basically saying like you wasn't nothing but a groupie, a one night stand. He wasn't in love with you. You weren't his woman. She's just really been going to bat with that woman. And everyone had been saying like, yo, this seemed like a weird and strange brother and sister relationship. Like, what's really going on with where she's taking it? And my thing is, from what I surmise, when they went and dug up previous posts, prior to her knowing that was her brother, it came off as if they were dating. She said things that a sister wouldn't say to, a brother or about a brother, like as if they were dating, and how in love she was with him. So they broke a post about that. They were able to find. And then with the way that she's battling the Asian Doll, his woman who is still here or whatever, she's been battling her, dogging her, hooking up and trying to hang out with other women that Von has dealt with. But of course, we're never on a status of a girlfriend, his woman basis. So this is what I picked up from what I see. If it's quack like a duck, look like a duck, then it's a freaking duck. She is behaving, Kayla, his so-called sister, where it's rumored from both of King Von's and her own words, things that they said and done, that they were fooling around before they found out they were brother and sister. I personally think that what happened, she's acting like a bitter side chick who upset. You know how like the husband passed away and then these women come out from the neighborhood or different neighborhoods like, hey, I had a baby with him. We was a family. It's coming off as that type of thing. I think that they possibly did end up being involved with each other in a inappropriate manner prior to knowing they were siblings. I think once they found out they were siblings, King Von tried to make the relationship what it should be, which was a brother and sister relationship. But I think that the young lady was never able to make that switch and turn off her infatuation, lust, and desires towards him. And if they did not ever go that far as to do anything, she was still just infatuated with him and never let that go. I think her beef with Asian Doll is she wants to be recognized as, no, I was the woman who he loved. I was the number one woman in his life. And she somewhat to a degree have said that herself. It's evidence of tweets he's made that she was toxic and he was trying to put distance between them. So whether something happened or not, and she still has an infatuation with him. She still wanted to be his woman. She still wanted him to be her man. And the reason why she is so angry and trying to compete with Asian Doll, his ex-girlfriend or then was girlfriend, is because she wants that spot and position. She's jealous. She's jealous everyone else is openly acknowledging and loving and feeling bad for the woman who lost him versus her, the sister, who basically has side chick energy of, I loved him, he was my man. I think it even could have been a matter of she felt like, okay, well, he really loved me and wanted to be with me. The only reason why we didn't and he decided not to be with me was because we're siblings. That's just what I'm picking up and reading from this. I'm sorry. Um, Incest has been going on for centuries. That generational curse is alive in the black family as well. Um, and that's a boundary that somewhere in her heart or her mind she's crossed and don't know how to turn back. I'm shocked and trying to figure out why her family ain't throwing an intervention with everything she has posted, with her behavior and how she's been acting, her attacks that she constantly directs towards Asian Doll since she was his woman. They at some point, I'm thinking, should be stepped in and did an intervention. Like, looks, something ain't clean in the water. You need to chill out. He was not your man. You were his sister. That's your position. Not his woman, the leading lady in his life, who everyone should be looking at and treating like a widow. Now, this is the other thing that I look at. Asian Doll, true enough, yeah, already had a career. She was already on the thrive, on her way coming up, just like King Von was. But for the last 3 months, she has literally been getting publicity strictly off his name, as if she's like using him for King Von for promo. Like she's using him to get views, to get sympathy, to make money. The way she's been dragging this out for the last 3 months now, I believe it's been. So he could have been a ritual blood sacrifice for her. I mean, the numbers add up. She has been celebrating the kill, such as purposely keeping his name in her mouth, keeping that energy, accolades, and attention from his passing, going and spending time with his children and baby mother, giving them money and doing this and that and the other. So I look at that double fold in the just basically raw cut perspective of it. I look at it as his sister has incestuous ways and was in love, obsessed, and infatuated with him, and is competing with his woman because she has side chick energy and wants to be known as the one, the love of his life. I believe Asian and him were together. They have a real relationship. They have real love for each other, to a degree, I guess you can say. So I look at it like that, but then I look at it on the flip side. When you look at the dark, the occult, it is possible that all that's still true with his sister Kayla, but that with Asian Doll, he was her ritual sacrifice. Her career is profiting and benefiting off his passing, which is why she is continuously. They say that they were broken up a month before then, so I would look at that as secondly, yeah, he was still her man, but it's just it does seem kind of fishy the way she has been writing his name and basically blowing up from his passing. So it's possible he was a blood ritual sacrifice for Asian Doll. Kayla is nuts. She needs psychological help and intervention from her family because she's all screwed up on who she is in that man's life, what she should have been in that man's life, and how she should behave as being just his sister. I just say my respects to their family for life was lost. I hope that his children heal, have great male mentor and role models to protect, provide, and lead and teach over them since their father cannot be here to do it. So I just send my well wishes to their family. Y'all have a great night.